Mr. President, that brings council to presentations or items called special.
So at this point, Mr. Blumenfield, the floor is yours.
Mr. President, colleagues, today I rise to honor an organization that has set a high bar in the San Fernando Valley for raising community awareness to reduce drug and alcohol among our youth through education, media advocacy, and increased enforcement. The group is called Saving Lives. Saving Lives and their stated goals are to establish and strengthen collaboration among Saving Lives partner organizations in support of community efforts to prevent and reduce substance abuse among our youth, to reduce substance abuse among our youth over time, and by extension reduce it among adults as well. One of the things they do a lot of very creative efforts, a lot of very clear efforts, and they also work in conjunction and coordination with LAPD, which is why we have Captain Egan here as well from our West Valley division, who does a fantastic job in the West Valley. And this is an organization, while I'd like to say that we're the first ones to recognize their amazing work. They have been awarded $625,000 in the past from the Drug-Free Communities Grant by the White House Office of National Drug Control and SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration. Among the many things they've done, they've created multifaceted awareness and media campaigns to educate schools, community groups, and the public about youth, drug, and alcohol abuse. Among the many initiatives they have, Super Parents Supervise, a prescription drug Lock It Up campaign, and a major underage drinking prevention signage campaign in collaboration with the Alcohol Beverage Control Agency. They work with LAPD, doing decoys. They do a lot of important things to help keep our youth away from drugs and alcohol. And further efforts fighting drugs and alcohol abuse, making the San Fernando Valley a better place. It's my distinct pleasure to give this award. This is a certificate on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. It's signed by all of the members of the City Council. Susan, I'd like to give it to you on behalf of the entire group. I also have a number of certificates for individuals here, but I thought give you a chance to say a few words, and Captain Egan, if you want to say a few words as well. So I'd like to turn it over to Susan Blanner.
Thank you, Councilman. I really appreciate it. And thank you, honored council, for allowing us to be here this morning. We are sincerely and greatly honored. I just want to take this opportunity to thank our great captain, Captain John Egan from West Valley LAPD, who has been so instrumental and supportive and encouraging of our coalition and has given us strength to continue our work and to go on as we have throughout the San Fernando Valley. What I would like to mention, as the councilman just mentioned, one of the campaigns that we undertook a few years ago with a kickoff that the then assemblyman was with us on the kickoff was we initiated for the first time a warning signage which has not been available in any alcohol establishments. There's tobacco signage, but there is no alcohol warning signage. So Saving Lives, in conjunction with the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control, came up with this signage in 9 languages to show that we are putting these up in stores, which first started out in the San Fernando Valley and then later moved on to the greater Los Angeles area, and now we are very proud to say is moved out to counties across the state of California. We are very, very proud of this. I want to take just a moment to thank all the people who work so diligently on our coalition from our executive committee. Denise Pedro, who is the president of our coalition and has worked so diligently from the very, very beginning. All our individuals have a lot of hard work. Janice Boafo, right here from Tarzana Treatment Center. Carmen Resiglione from Into Recovery. And Dr. Jeremy Goldbach from USC. He's a professor at USC. We have many, many other individuals, which I won't go into their names today. I also want to take this moment to thank Chabad of California, Rabbi Cunin, who is the fiscal agent of our coalition. And it is through them, they wanted to give back to the community at large, that we are able to do our non-denominational work throughout the entire city of Los Angeles. And we are very, very proud of the work that we do. Just want to say that we represent the youth. We want to make sure that our parents are educated. We are on a huge parent education campaign right now called Super Parents Supervise. We've had billboards going throughout the San Fernando Valley. We are educating parents on what it is with all the different drugs and alcohol, and we hope that our parents will be advised to lock up their alcohol and lock up their meds. Thank you very, very much for this honor.
Captain Egan, I think Captain Egan will say a couple of words as well.
Good morning, council members, and I want to really thank you, Councilmember Blumenfield, for acknowledging this wonderful organization. I can still remember when I first met Susan. She came to see me, and she was so tenacious and so committed to this program and this process and trying to impact the young people in the San Fernando Valley. I couldn't say anything but yes, yes, yes. She has brought together a wonderful coalition of groups. They meet in our police station. We have a lot of involvement with our officers, and I can really see the impact that she's had, that this organization has had, and that this organization will continue to have. The fact that the federal government opted to spend so much money on this important program is a further indication of its value. And she is making sure that she squeezes every single thing that she can out of every penny that comes to this program. So Susan and the members of your coalition, I just want to say thank you very much for making the San Fernando Valley a safer place and putting our kids first. Thank you.
We'll do certificates and pictures.
Mr. Blumenfield, before you proceed, Mr. Englander.
Yes, I just wanted to rise and say, look at the diversity amongst your group, and that truly represents the city of Los Angeles. We, as a chair of public safety, we often go out there with the police department, and Captain, you've been doing a phenomenal job, and it's been great to work with you all these years as well. And we go out there and we tout how low our crime statistics are, that we have the safest large city, and we are seeing less crime today in our lifetime than we've ever seen. And it's not because of just the men and women in the police department. It's the community. It's the intervention programs. It's the organizations that get involved to make a difference. It's not the responsibility of the police department. The first responsibility to an effectuated arrest is to prevent a crime from happening in the first place. And how that happens is working with community, making sure that we get people involved to take up issues that are critically important, whether it's locking up alcohol and drugs and access to that, prescription drugs to kids. Those are the ones who are going to get in trouble and get involved in crimes and ruin lives, quite frankly. And it takes years, if at all, ever to turn those lives back around. And the issues we're dealing with, homelessness, and that's ultimately where they end up, in jail, in a hospital, or on the streets. And so you're saving lives, you're keeping the crime down, you're making a difference. God bless you. And I want to thank Bob Blumenfield for bringing you here, for working with you, continuing his work that he's done with you in the assembly, and then making that commitment to continue doing it now. He's doing a great job working with organizations, and wanted to thank you all and appreciate everything you're doing. God bless you. Thank you.
Mr. Blumenfield, back to you.
No, let's just give a big hand to saving lives.
Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you.